lawful wedded husband.
To be my...
Barbara not Barbara Jean's heart. With a tramp like you?
Well, I know it hurts being third rate, but aren't you accustomed to it yet?
Oh, Robin, I see you. I myself the slut of Springfield!
Son of a bitch in here.
I found out myself what love is all about.
Hey everybody, it's me, Nikki. Hey everybody, we are here to talk about them soaps, but before we get into all of that, don't forget to always hit the subscription button, then turn on the notification bell by hitting that notification bell so you can always be updated and kept up to date about all the great things we have going on over here. And also remember to check the description box down below because there's some great information down there. Now let's get quickly into these soaps because this is Friday's episode and I know I was procrastinating all weekend and I didn't get y'all nothing. I'm so sorry. Ooh, bad me. Anyway, where can we take this? I'm thinking, I'm finding it. Got it. Anna, come to the carpet. Anna, you gotta come to the carpet. Because Anna, I don't know what the hell you're doing. You're supposed to be international super spy. Super spy. Super spy. You're supposed to be international super spy, but you sitting up here flouncing around this man's house looking for stuff like you don't know it ain't gonna be out in the open. Then you sitting up here telling this man about John Brennan. Now you did catch him up just a little bit, call him just a little bit, caught him slipping because he thought he was gonna say, oh, John Brennan told me that he intentionally got himself shanked in a prison so he get to the hospital so he could have a meeting with you. And really he was trying to have a meeting with Carly, okay? Because Brennan said, is this song speaking to the blow dry? There's a meeting in my bedroom. That's what he was trying to tell the Carly. You know, he came down to the diner with some zip ties, and I said that he was trying to, first comes zip ties, then comes handcuffs, then whatever you want to do, consensually, of course. With these zip ties and handcuffs, we can do. That's basically what he was trying to do. I think he really into Carly, and they had that good energy. They was giving good energy. I thought they was gonna be a couple for a second till I found out that he was a bad guy. But she tell him that he falters for a little bit and then he gets himself back up. But Anna, you're supposed to be an international super spy. I know they told you in spy school that you don't let your emotions overrun you and overtake you and compromise the situation, the project, the organization, anything. And you have set up here once again and let your emotions compromise what we got going on. Jason did not spend 2 years away from his children, protecting Carly, and who else knows, because this storyline really could go anywhere if they about to wrap it up and get into something else. He did not spend 2 years doing this for you to allow this man to sweet talk you and tell you, I'm still in love with you. Okay, I'm still in love with you. I want you. I love you. I need you. I crave you. Anna, I need you. Anna, I want you. Anna, I don't care that you shot my child. I love you. He did not spend 2 years doing all this for you to get sucked in by this man and have him about to slide into your heart and sitting up here making out on the couch like two horny ass teenagers. Nobody did this 2 years for this bullshit. Nobody did 2 years for you to let your emotions get the best of you. Okay, stop trying to give him the best of you. Get him to admit he's working for Pike Make and let's go. Because you sitting up here making out with this man on his couch after you didn't try to leave, but he didn't kept you there because you really want to be there. Say when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. Okay, that's what he was playing. But then he was like, you saying you really can't stay, but baby, it's cold outside. And it ain't even cold, it's summertime. So they making out on the couch, and here go Jason looking through the window. And the body language and the eyes is giving this is some motherfucking bullshit. I know for a motherfucking fact that I spent 2 years of my life away from my children, everybody who loved me, for y'all to be making out on the couch. I knew I couldn't trust this hoe. I don't give a damn if she robbing mama. Like, this is some motherfucking bullshit. Like, you can see all of that behind his eyes. Like, I'm gonna have to, like, what is this? What? Now, mind you, Jason had to get Jagger together earlier in the episode because Jagger was like, Anna was just here. I know she was just here. I had her followed. I have notifications. I have alerts on her. Did she give you anything? And Jason's like, no. Because she's not working for Pikeman. And he's like, listen, you need to figure yourself out. You need to pull it together because you have to jeopardize your entire, hear me when I say this, entire case trying to go after Anna. And Jagger's like, you don't know nothing. You're the same one that spent some odd years under Son of Corinthos' thumb. Yeah, da-da-da-da-da-da, blah, 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 blah. My hair is... I have boy band hair from the 2000s, and I'm a 50-year-old man. Blah, 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 blah. My brother. Blah, 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 blah. Karen Wexler. Blah, blah, blah. Sonny Corinthos. Blah, 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 blah. My brother. Blah, 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 blah. Sonny Corinthos is horrible. Blah, 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 blah. Karen Wexler was the love of my life. Blah, blah, blah. I'm a deadbeat daddy. Blah, blah, blah. I'm a terrible FBI agent. Blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to, get you to see me the way I see you because we was friends in high school. Blah, 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 blah. Blah. Blah, blah, blah. If you don't do what I say, Carly's going to prison. Oh my God, we is sick of you. Sick of you. And I had to enunciate how sick I am of him because at the end of the day, if what you had on Carly was really substantial and really like that bad, y'all wouldn't have held it for 3 years only to come after her. Now that Jason is home and trying to really be here and make a way in his life, y'all would have went after her 3 years ago. That recording is ass. It ain't nothing. It bullshit. That's what it is. Because all she said was she was taking over her husband's business and everything is going to be fine and there's no problems in their organization. The organization could have been Big Brothers Big Sisters. The organization could have been Better Health. Organization could have been mental health, working on mental health and helping people who have bipolar disorder and many other things. You don't know what the organization is. The organization could have been giving out food and money and homes and places to stay to the needy and the downtrodden and the people who really needed it. The organization legit could be the name of the coffee shop. That's what it could be. What is going on with this? Now, they have a way to pivot as in, we lied about how important her thing was because we knew you would do anything for her, but you have to stay with us because we know you really do anything for this other person that we have. We have a person you would do anything for, and that person is Morgan. Y'all could pivot that way. So he didn't try to talk, he's bumping his gum, waving his badge around, getting into a dick swinging contest with Jason. I'm like, I'm over this. When are you going home? Where is your son? Do you not forget your son that we met on General Hospital night shift? Okay, hey, Aunt Robin. Yeah, we remember him. Fake Jackie get on my damn nerves. So where can we take this? Where are we going with this? Oh, yeah, Maxie Spinelli, the kids. Viola's over there with them. Viola's like, I gotta go home. My dad doesn't like when I'm out too late. Okay, he gets worried. I worry for him. James is trying to get her to stay. And I was like, y'all probably should have listened to little baby James when he was trying to get her to stay. Y'all probably should have. Because now Maxie and Spinelli are worried about what Violet had to say. And I was like, y'all should be worried. Because what Violet's about to walk into. Now, at the beginning of the episode, Finn's drunk ass. Now, let me rephrase that. Finn's an alcoholic. So, Finn was sober when he came into the house. After he quit his job. And dragged Elizabeth figuratively. And Portia and Terry figuratively by their edges. He came into the house, got him a little drink. He just kept drinking and drinking and drinking. So he wakes up with a gasp of air. And he got some sad ass music playing. I'm like, you disappoint me. At least have some. He don't want to be saved, don't save him. That is not, don't claim him. Got 20 missed calls, he faded. White boy wasted, chatted, tated. You could have had some of that bumping. Or you could have had, they not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Okay, that is free use. But you didn't have that. It's some sad music. So he got his sad little music playing or whatever. And he wake up gasping for air. He looking around. Bottle on the table. His hand hurt. He get up. He walking around. He take a swig. He notice. Oh, bitch, I'm bleeding. Oh, there's glass on the ground. Oh, that's bad. take another little swig, and then passes out, pissy drunk on the floor. So he pissy drunk on the floor. In comes Violet. She home now. The doorman had walked her up. She thanked him. She looked and see her daddy passed out pissy drunk on the floor, but she don't know that he's passed out pissy drunk on the floor. Violet thinks that this trash bag is dead. Okay, now he done scared her and scarred her for life, all because he would rather drink his guilt and his sorrows away instead of to go through like the real grieving process. So Violet, little baby Violet, you know, she get the phone. Okay, she get the phone. Okay, hello, my daddy might be dead. I need help. And who's she talking to? Tracy Quartermain. So Tracy is like, listen, I'm gonna head over there. Tracy called 911. She get over there. She see him passed out, pissy drunk on the floor, cut hand. Paramedics come in there. Paramedics see him passed out, pissy drunk on the floor with a cut hand. So they get to working on him. So she's trying to convince Violet, everything gonna be okay. Your daddy's gonna be fine. It's not your fault. You did nothing wrong. Let's get you over to Chase and Brooklyn's house while they work on your dad and help him. She don't want to go. Tracy is still trying to convince her. So Tracy is talking, the paramedic and Tracy get to talking, and the paramedic told Tracy being passed out drunk is not an emergency. And basically what she wants to say is, him passing out pissy drunk is not an emergency. Neither is this hand. So she finally gets Violet over down there to Chase and BK's apartment. And Chase is like, why is she with you? And where is my brother? So Tracy now has to run it down to him, and she has to run it down to BK. And at this point, it's just like, so what are we supposed to do? And Tracy was like, listen, as much as you want to help your brother, you can't right now. So this is what you're going to do. You, Brooklyn, the Violet, y'all gonna go down to the Quartermains. Y'all gonna have a good old time down there. I'm gonna go back to your brother's apartment, and I got some words for him, and I can say what I want to say to him. You can't particularly say what you want to say to him. Now Chase is worried about this, and Tracy is like, I got this. So by the time Tracy leaves, Violet is worried about her dad. She wants to go home and check on him and see how he's doing. Chase and BK have to convince her that it's okay to, you know, have some fun and go to the Quartermains. Okay, it's okay. Eventually they convince her, and Brooklyn is not above lying to that little girl to make sure she's safe. And I'm gonna just be honest, she needs protection, because you passed out pissy drunk and you cut your hand while she wasn't there. What's to say something bad won't happen next time she's there? You can burn down a damn apartment with her in it, and then you really gonna go to jail. Anyway, child endangerment. So Tracy go back over to the apartment. The paramedics wrapped his hand and drug him and put him into the chair. So he's still passed out pissy drunk. Tracy started taking pictures of everything that's happening in the apartment. Glasses, broken glasses, blood on the table, blood on the floor, tequila bottle, him passed out pissy drunk in a chair like this. Just laid out, not a care in the world. So she started going through his medical bag after she done took all the pictures she needed. Okay, we're building a case here. We need to save a life. Hopefully 2. But if we can't save him, we're gonna save Violet. She goes digging into his medical bag, and I'm like, what you about to do? You ain't about to kill this man, are you? Oh my God, not you about to unalive him. I can't be an accessory to this, okay? I won't do good in prison. No, baby, she looking for some smelling salts. She broke that the tablet in half, rubbed it, like waved it over his nose, and he jumped up talking about, where's my daughter? Oh, so now you care. But we're gonna see more of him on Monday's episode. Anyway, which is today. So, okay, we covered Maxie and Spinelli up until somebody comes and drops by their house. We covered Finn, Chase, and Brooklyn. We've covered Jagger, Anna, Valentine, Jason. Okay, let's get into it. So I thought Sam was going to have big ovary energy, big fallopian tube energy. She was going to go down there and read Jason the riot act, tell him about himself, and let him know that he's just awful and he's a deadbeat and he's this and he's that. And Jason was obviously going to take it because he understands her feelings and all that stuff, and he respects the boundaries that she set in place, all that stuff. I thought she was going to have big fallopian tube energy, and I thought she was going to be Sam on the fan fictions, because that is what they're going off of, kind of like writing her right now. I think it's given a little bit of Twitter and fan fiction, but I'm like, in the fan fiction, she don't confront Carly until Carly continues to get all up in her business and is, you know, constantly trying to advocate for Jason. That's when she drags Carly. But when stuff like this happens, she actively goes and drags Jason. That's not what she did. She went down there and told Carly, you know, I need to show you something, and I want you to know this is not all about you, even though you're going to try to make it be. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, Sam, you're making this about Carly. You could have had this out with Jason and been done with it. You talking about all this danger that he would put your son into when you just put your motherfucking self in danger, you and Spinelli, by breaking into the F, the B, and I, and you don't know what this could possibly do. Jagger could have possibly been setting y'all up to be able to use this against Jason to get him to continue to work for him. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it made no sense with the recording for y'all to hold on it for 3 years. It really is not that incriminating. So I feel like that was like the base, you know, the base of what, oh yeah, we're gonna say he's protecting Carly, only for us to get another flashback into that room and see that he was doing this entire thing to protect Morgan. But he was using Carly as a threat to keep him in line. And also, if anybody asks, like, you know, the police officers or anybody you're close to, you're doing this for Carly. Stuff like that. So Sam then went down there and told Carly what is going on, showed her the evidence and all that stuff. So now Carly knows. And that's the big problem, because once Carly knows, then everybody's going to know. Why? Because Carly's going to scheme, plot, and scam. And her schemes, plots, and scams never work out for none of us in a good way. Y'all all going to prison at this point. That's what it's looking like. Everybody going to prison. Jason, Sam, Spinelli, Carly, Sonny, Ava, Dante, everybody, Maxie, maybe even the kids. Y'all all going to prison, Sam, because you didn't have to break in there. You could have stayed minding your business. Sam, get on my goddamn nerves. Because at the end of the day, you talking about when you go down there to Spinelli, oh, you know, I told Carly and everything, and she looked so genuine. But, you know, Carly's been known to lie. So have you, bitch. So have you. But she looked genuine. That's because she didn't know, because Jason didn't want her to know. She's sitting up here begging Jason to tell her what kept you away from 2 years, what kept you away from your children and everybody who loves you for 2 years, and he still didn't want to tell her. At the end of the day, Sam has just complicated everything, because y'all acting like Jagger don't know who Sam is playing on motherfucking intelligence. He knows everything about Jason's life, which means he knows Sam and the children and everyone else. And he knows that Danny is Sam's son, and that Jason is Danny's father. He knows these things. He popped up at the Quartermain house looking for Danny because he wanted to ask him about his father, until Brooklyn hopped up in there and said, we ain't about to do that today, and drug him for the filth he is. Old deadbeat ass motherfucker. He was like, you're a deadbeat too. Where's your son? You have a son, sir. His name is Stone. You named him after his uncle. You know, the uncle you wasn't around for, that you really didn't see it for, and then when he was dying, you only visited him once. It didn't even show up for his funeral. That uncle. Yeah. So now Carly knows, and she's scheming, plotting, and planning, and Jagger come down there with the most expensive champagne to thank her for taking care of him after he got his ass whooped, and staying with him and not telling anybody. And she's questioning him, and she's thinking he's talking about her when he's talking about Anna, and she's trying to get information out of him. So now she has started to plot, scam, and scheme, and this is all Sam's fault, because at the end of the day, it's not giving I want to protect Danny. It's not giving I want Danny to be out of danger. It's really giving I feel a way about Carly always being Jason's first choice. And I'm just going to say that he cares more about Carly than he does his own kids. I'm going to tell you something. This time around, yes, it feels like that. But when it came down, okay, I do you one better. Jake, he gave Jake up. He understood what the mob was. He understood the dangers that came with it. And Lucky and Elizabeth, specifically Elizabeth, were able to convince him to give up his rights to Jake. And he did. He did. You finding out that Jake was Jason's son, you felt the way, especially because at the time, everybody thought Sam couldn't have children. So not only did you hire actors to terrorize Liz and the children in the park, you also watched Jake get kidnapped. And at one point, after you hired them actors to terrorize her and them children, Jason threatened to unalive you. Now, personally, you ain't got to tell me, but once you gonna put hands on me or unalive me, and you ain't never gonna see me again. But you went back, and that's what happened. But at the end of the day, your past ain't squeaky clean either. And we're not gonna forget that, yes, your relationship has been built on him protecting Carly and putting her first. Because we're not going to forget how you came to town. You came to town, you was coming to town to scam. You slept with Jack, she slept with Sonny. You had to have a paternity test when you got pregnant. Found out Sonny was the father of the baby. Now, Sonny and Carly were separated at the time. But by the time the paternity came in and that y'all realized that Sonny was the father of the baby, him and Carly had gotten back together. And you had to pretend to be with Jason. And Jason had to pretend to be the father of the baby because we wanted to protect Carly and we didn't want her to know. And we needed this pregnancy to go smoothly. And even though Carly loved the kids and the kids love Carly, Carly don't like y'all like that. So your entire relationship was built on, from the very beginning, protecting Carly. And you can feel either way, but your entire relationship has also been you trying to get and push Carly out of his life. And I'm sorry, it's not going to work to have a codependent relationship. I mean, if you had the same mindset of Britt, it could have worked. Like, after him and Britt was, starting a whole thing, and, he said she had a nice smile and all that stuff. After they were starting a whole thing, and him and Carly ended up getting married, Britt was like, okay, see you later, ain't no sweat off my back. And after the whole Carly thing ended with him, after Sonny came back, he was chasing after Britt because she wasn't going back to him. She wasn't about to fall into place. She wasn't just going to be like, okay, you're walking back into my arms in my bed. No, you're going to have to chase it. You're going to have to work for it. And one of the things that was to work for was go help me save my mama off this goddamn island for Victor. And that's what he did. Now remember, he was heading around back to come meet them at the front when the FBI and I picked him up and started manipulating him and using him. Okay, let's remember that. But at the end of the day, Sam could have been so much better. She could have been written so much better had she went and confronted Jason with all of this. Because now we're about to get into some bullshit. And now all I'm saying is y'all all gonna get arrested. And I heard Maxie is supposed to be cussing you out for getting Spinelli into the mix of all of this. Because at the end of the day, everybody's in danger at this point. Everybody could go to jail. Once again, y'all all going to jail. That's what it seems like. All y'all going to the feds. Y'all gonna be doing hard time. And all of this could have been avoided had you not gone down there and confronted Carly and told her the business. And now she about to start scheming and plotting and scamming like she always does. But with that being said, the word of the day when it comes to John and Carly is consent. Because I heard allegedly Laura wants her and Brennan to be, something. I'm like, okay, I can see it. And also, the phrase of the day is, y'all going to jail. That's what's going to happen. Because, Sam, you talk about I want to be out of danger, but you just put yourself and your children's lives in danger with the FBI and I. But okay, Miss Girl, still living in the penthouse, dating a cop, dating a mob boss's son, living down a hot alley from a mob boss. Girl, danger my foot. Y'all going to jail. But with that being said, that was it for them soaps for Friday's episode. Please remember to hit the notification bell after you hit the subscription button and check the description box down below. With that being said, that was it. That was all. I don't have more to give y'all for this, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.